When we first started writing the Life books, we had access to an enormous archive of material from National Geographic, and one of the really interesting areas is the video archive. We had access to a range of videos on all sorts of different topics, and we really wanted to integrate that and involve that very directly into the centre of the course. So we've integrated the video into the course by putting the videos on the DVD at the back, and each unit has a video that goes along with it. So for example, in Unit 9 of the pre-intermediate book, it's all about language and learning. So there's an opening page with discussion questions and so on. And then through the unit, students are introduced to different language related to the topic of education and learning. So for example, on this page, they look at ways of learning, they look at the history of writing. And then one topic that I really like is the topic of language loss in the world and how communities are trying to save their language, particularly minority languages. So on the reading page, students read about North American Indians who are trying to save their language, and they're introduced to that topic so that when they get to the video, they get the chance to actually see an organisation called Enduring Voices that is going around the world meeting communities with minorities languages, and they're trying to save those languages in different ways.
David Harrison and Greg Anderson work for the Living Tongues Institute. Chris Rainier is a photographer for the National Geographic Society. The three men were travelling in Northern Australia where they interviewed a man. He may be the last speaker of a language that most people thought was extinct.
Not like my father. Rabbi, my father.
There are 7,000 known languages in the world, but more than half of them are expected to disappear in the next 50 years. And when a language disappears, we lose the information about the world that its speakers had. That's why the three men helped create National Geographic's Enduring Voices project.
Every 2 weeks around the planet, a language disappears, completely disappears forever and ever. So what we're doing with the Enduring Voices project is really kind of trying to bring awareness to this whole issue of language loss around the planet.
So if you integrated that video into your lesson, you might use it with the material in the book, and you could do a before you watch activity where students are involved in some kind of prediction task related to the video topic. And then while they're watching, you get a series of different exercise types that students could do. You could do some in class, you could set some for homework because the students could watch the DVD at home. And importantly, there's an after you watch activity where the students are involved in a more productive task, perhaps speaking or writing, where they're getting to recycle and use all the language from the entire unit as well as from the video.